You know what time it is? I'm back. That's what it is. Oh my gosh, since I left, there's lots of entitled people sprouting around, from students trashing their school to civilians working with the Abang police to take down a robber, and good vibes festival ticket prices.
Oh.
We cover all of this on today's episode of Table Talk. You say, I say, it's time for the takeaway. What are you spamming there, Samba?
You're back. It's been 2 weeks.
Really?
It's been 2 weeks, man.
It really didn't feel like it. Do you all record like 2 in 1 week or something? Because I feel like I've only been away.
We had two.
Oh wait, yes, because the day I went to the hospital.
Formats.
The way I went to the hospital,
we
that was the
recorded
first
one
episode.
Yeah. And after that, last week we recorded another one. Yeah.
It was with
Graham and Bella. Yeah.
You're right.
Welcome back. Ming Han's father of 2 kids now.
That's great.
At that time we were saying this already.
I always wanted more ladies in my life, now I got 3. Anyway, yes, back to this. The baby is great.
She's doing well, yeah.
She's healthy. She got really big eyes.
Yeah.
How has it been the last episodes? Thanking
we were
the guests.
talking about some crazy stuff. But last week we didn't do news. Last week was a slow news week. So we just did like relationship. And and people like it. People were very responsive.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's relationship.
Relationship is so relatable. You either have one or you don't.
Oh shit.
You can relate to both sides of the coin.
That's crazy.
That's why people like it. I hope you guys have been well, because Malaysia not been well so far.
Yeah, suddenly from like no news, right? To like,
what is happening?
Riddled. Okay, no lah. We can't say it's like so hot lah, this news.
It's quite hot lah.
It's like we still got stuff just we don't care anymore. So,
this one need to care.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you ready to get into it?
What's the first headline?
The first one is, I don't really know if this was like a big deal lah, right? But there was a group of students that trashed up their school.
Okay, straight up F you.
Okay, next topic. I guess that's just a resolve for the next topic.
No, what kind of stupid? We were just wishing the SPM kids all the best.
Yeah. So, do you remember what you did after your last exam day?
I went home.
What do you all do after your last exam?
SPM
In SPM or high school?
I think I just went out.
Yeah.
We had this tradition where we were chanting on each other's uniform.
Oh, yeah. You sign, right?
Celebrate lah, makan.
Yeah.
Play Uno card.
I won't chanting on my uniform lah. I would take my school memory book for the class photo.
Nice.
You know, the last Form 5
yearbook,
one?
is it?
The yearbook. It's called the memory for our school lah. Sorry, yearbook, you're right. And sign there lah. But apparently, kids these days got a different celebration. A video of a group of Penang students.
Penang.
I'm not
I
singling
don't
you
want to
out.
be the one to say.
I am not singling out. It's the report. I love Penang. I love the food.
I actually really love Penang.
I love the fact that
in case any Penang royalty comes first, I want to make it known that I actually really love Penang. I'm going to Penang next month.
Now what are you doing?
For a trip and work.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've not been to Penang for a very long time.
It's okay. But these guys doing what?
They were vandalizing and trashing their school facilities on the last day of their school term. Sorry, just to get this right, it's their school term. That means the exam haven't even started. So in the video, if you guys haven't already seen it, the students were trashing their classroom, kicking down the doors of the bathroom stalls, throwing and breaking chairs, and somehow even bending the ceiling fan blades.
This one is what? Zoo Penang?
I mean...
Oh, it's a school. What kind of monkey shit is this?
The most my school did was they just push all the tables very messy. That's it.
Yeah.
Until bend the ceiling fan. Sorry, do we know what school in Penang this was? Okay, we cannot say. I'm so sorry.
No, people should know.
I mean, you can find it out, right?
It's there.
So yeah, apparently on their last day of school, they went and,
that's not cool. I mean, straight up.
Celebrated.
Straight up, I'm just going to say it's not cool lah.
Why?
Like, you do this for what? Like,
I don't know. Why are you so angry? It's a whole group of students. It's a whole group of students that did it.
How many of them?
I would say 25.
No, there was maybe
6.
like less than 10.
But there's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's like definitely.
So, in a statement released by the Penang Education Department, the students have been reprimanded and ordered to take part in community service. Okay,
yes, thank you. Good job, Penang.
I mean,
see, this is why Penang is number one. I already say it.
Both sides of the coin.
Both sides of the coin.
I just don't understand lah. Like why you need to do this? I know you're happy, but Did the school treat you that badly that you need to bend the ceiling fan?
No lah, it's pure pressure number one, but it's also stupidity
I
numbers.
think it's stupidity lah. Who
Stupidity
teach
numbers.
you
'Cause,
this?
like, okay, you think about it, right? No matter how angry that one student is, right? Let's say you're angry at your school, but most of the time it's boredom, right? Because you see one guy start doing it, you think it's funny, you think it's cool, you start joining it. When you do that, everyone starts doing it.
This had to be a premeditated thing. You had to be angry all the way from your classroom
No,
to the toilet.
I don't think it's angry. I think it's just boredom and stupidity.
He had to maintain that stupidity.
Oh yeah,
From
I
the
think
classroom to
young
the
people
bathroom.
Young people are actually very good at that.
They're all hyped up on that hormones, right?
Oh.
Alongside that, they said
They're
there's
kissing the other boys. And that's what they want to be doing.
that's what Desmond told us.
That's what
It's all true stories, guys. I'm not making this up. A campaign to prevent vandalism, a comprehensive action plan will be intensified in line with
Yeah,
this.
this kind of stuff doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean that's just a political answer, lah, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good job at least for responding to it. But
Good job on catching them. And whoever took the video, props to you.
there's obviously a then versus now. All the old timers, including
They're
everyone,
like,
right?
back then in my day, this one get shot in the eyes.
Yeah,
or something,
yeah.
right?
Like we were like back then, even our writers put like back then, school ended, we just chanting each other's uniform, which is private
So
property.
that was obviously Vivian, no?
Sure, write messages in yearbooks, clean up the classrooms. Yeah, actually our last day we cleaned up the classroom.
Wow.
I remember we had to move the table, stack the chair at the side, and really clean the class for the last day of Form 5. Unless you go into Form 6, then all bad for you, sometimes, you got to watch a movie in class?
Yeah. If the teacher is nice.
That's amazing.
Oh.
Yeah.
On your watch? On what? Projector?
Yeah.
You all have projectors? Damn.
Got projector, yeah.
Shit. you all
Last time
really
our
different
teacher had
level.
acted out the movie for us, so that we really didn't enjoy it, lah. Especially when they did Titanic. But now, students feel very entitled.
Wait. Oh, Jack!
Sorry. So I guess the conversation started going in. Do you guys see a change in the way kids from your generation and the current generation behave? Why did they feel entitled to vandalize and destroy stuff? And will they turn over a new leaf? I already don't understand the fact that it's your last day at school, you're happy, but you choose to have violence. Let's read a few of these online responses, yeah? A Twitter response said, yes, not only community service, they should be taught a lesson by making them work and earn and pay back for the damages caused.
I agree. That's a good way of doing it.
Okay.
Or just, shoot them in the legs.
That would what my discipline teacher would do. Ask them to work. Is it actually because like students are they considered minors?
Yeah.
Would it be right to like ask them to work to pay back as minors?
Perfect.
I mean, technically, it's
I don't see the problem.
right?
I don't see the problem.
Okay, there's no problem there. Netizens feel students need to understand their faults.
Yeah.
So community surveys, sure.
Yeah.
Netizens also voice that students need to learn the extent of the damages and face the consequences of the damage. Panggil sekali mak bapak mereka sekali join sesi counselling. Oh, actually that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Would you have you been to a counselling session in school?
I have once.
What happened?
I shared it in Amen, but basically I orchestrated a revolt against the prefect body and I got called to counselling.
Sorry, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So the counselling teacher asked me like, why you do this? Then I told the counselling teacher the story. And she's like, yeah, that's not right. As in like, not me, like what the prefects did.
So you are a prefect.
I was a prefect.
And then you organized a coup.
Yeah.
What was this coup?
So long story short, I was next in line to be
The head.
one of the heads. Like I was going to be in charge of sub department. And then suddenly my school opened up to have Form 6, right?
Right.
And then suddenly all the Form 6 kids who came in took over all the positions. And I really wanted like that role. Because like my whole secondary school life, like I was like, oh, that's the role I want.
That's the role.
Right. So after that, we people came in and swept up the power, and I was like, what? So so like this like prefects like at the time was like what 120 people. Let's say there were 100 prefects, right? I got at least about like 60 people not to attend the ceremony of going to like get the like like the passing of power, right? They have a full ceremony on,
I need
on
to
Monday
know,
morning.
what did you tell these people?
I just told them. I was like,
Don't go.
Recess time when everyone was supposed to do their.
You stood up on the table?
No, recess time.
Oh,
So
like-
I would just go to each faction of prefects, and then I'll be like, guys, I don't think it's right. I think Monday I'm not gonna come. Then I tell them I don't come. Then they're like, yeah, I also don't come. Because I was Form 5 that time. Form 4, Form 5 that time. So everyone listened to me. Then on Monday, right, when they rocked up, there was only like 30 prefects on stage.
Oh my god. So the teacher called you in.
The teacher knew it was me because I wasn't hiding it as well. And then she sit down with me and Michael. And she was like, why you do this? Why you... you shouldn't behave like this. Why do you do this? No, teacher, I don't.
It's not fair.
I didn't ask anyone not to come. I just told them I'm not coming. And then after that, she said, why you do this? I said, teacher, you think about it. Your father run a 7-Eleven store. Okay? You're supposed to take over the 7-Eleven store, and then someone else comes in and takes it from you. How you feel? And she's like, yeah, you're right.
So did they do anything after that?
Then after that, I said to her, why don't you give us power outside of the prefects? Give me a badge and say that we are your counseling students. Then we have it. Then we are untouchables. Son. Then we really will make a badge. Then got like 15 people had the badge. So we were untouchables. I just really wanted to make sure I was outside the system.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. It's crazy.
Sonny, I feel like I'm
Crazy,
not sure.
crazy times.
I'm not sure.
That's why to me, right, when I see and hear about students like trashing the place, vandalizing, right, I'm like, think bigger, guys.
Think bigger.
Think bigger. You want to make an impact, right? Like, go big, you know.
Don't upset the furniture.
It didn't do anything to you.
Upset the system.
The
system. Get the guy buying the fence. Get the guy buying the fence.
Get the guy behind the fence.
Yeah, every time he comes on new fence, you just ice his tires or something like that. I got no follow-up from this. That's
crazy.
And what are we talking about?
That's my encouragement to all
We're
of you.
not encouraging anyone. I was literally just going to say.
Like, it shouldn't be a like vendor. Like, no, nobody cares lah. Whether you trash shit one, it's like it's dumb. It's juvenile. It's amateur.
Reformacy.
Yeah.
Because misuse and misappropriation
Correct.
of power.
Like, if you're not happy, right, you don't do things that people can pin on you.
Yeah.
You do things that you show how the system is at fault. Then only good lah.
That's your first silent protest.
Yeah.
So technically you're Gandhi lah.
I don't want to say lah. People started comparing me to like, Mother Teresa and stuff. Just kidding. No.
Students, guys, shout out to Penang schools.
Yo, what up?
I hope some fans come your way. I hope, to be fair, let's just go back to the last one.
Yeah.
I think it's a great thing to get your parents involved in counseling sessions. Because when you counsel students on your own, right, they don't even need to tell the parents they went to counseling.
It's bad because I know if I got my mom in that session, right, she'll beat the shit out of me. So I think it's good for parents to be inside that session. Like, just so they are aware of what the kids have done and are doing.
True.
And then when they leave the room, right, they're in for a whooping,
Well, that's also true.
Like, the father's going to take out his belt there and then.
True. And if it's a good reason, like, you're one, I don't think people whoop lah, right?
Yeah, mine was a really good reason.
Do you think parents should be blamed? Not for that, but for the fans.
No.
For the fans, like breaking the fence. These Penang
parents
students, yeah.
Cannot be lah. Unless we're playing the card of like, oh yeah, your children are your upbringing, you never teach them properly. I feel a bit hard lah.
So before we like go into a deeper one, right? So do you think, like the question was like, do you think it's a bad parenting issue? Is it a bad parenting issue that kids vandalize stuff?
I don't think it's always a bad parenting issue. I don't think so.
So it
could be.
I was going through some interesting stuff recently.
Like,
right?
you
Interesting
are a
stuff.
bad parent? Like,
No.
what's happening?
I of course I go through a lot of parenting stuff.
Okay.
But there's been
Going through as in personally
like
or
research,
you source?
research
Okay.
for parenting lah.
Yes.
Because about parenting, right, there has been a lot of like nature versus nurture. Do you know the concept?
Yes.
Nature versus nurture, meaning that you are a product of your nature versus nurture. But there's a group that is like people with results that don't believe it's anything about your nature.
It's all nurture.
It's anything about your nurture. Like, it has nothing to do with your parents. It has nothing to do with your environment. Because they've been doing these tests with twins, with triplets.
All different.
They all turn out like the same person. Even if they were separated at birth, in different countries, in different circumstances, different parents, a majority of these twins come out with the same temperament. So it's all genetically planned. Your characteristics.
That's a study lah.
That's a study lah. But of course, it's not taking into consideration
because
if
you have like serial killers, right, whose parents are like so sweet, but they just absolutely rip up the town.
Yeah, so it's genetic.
Is it genetic?
Psychopath is genetic.
Okay.
Like psychopathy is that level of gila is genetic.
So someone in the family was mad lah.
No, it doesn't even have to be. It could just be a blip in your genes. Like, that's it. Just one small deviation.
This podcast is a different podcast.
I mean, but that's just something interesting. I thought I'd tag along. So who knows?
Yeah,
maybe
so I don't think the parents should be blamed.
I mean,
or like made to pay. It should be the students.
To a certain degree, we are also taught to control our urges lah. Like to be disciplined lah. So who knows? Maybe you are really genetically programmed to break fans.
I like the reason why I don't feel it should be on the parents is because let's say really sweet pair of parents, right? They raise the child, they give him everything they can, but this guy just runs with the wrong crowd, right? And he wants to be a naughty bitch.
I blame the parents 100%. Sweet parents give him everything he wants. No, he needs to be bad parents. Whoop him.
Okay, they're bad parents, they
Whoop 'em.
whoop him,
Yeah.
and then he just acts out in school. Same thing, right?
See, then it's just genetics, not the parents' problem anymore.
Yeah, this conversation cannot pakai.
But no, I just thought it was something interesting. We're not talking about that.
Yeah.
We're not scientificals.
I am.
But you know what is really scientific? The Good Vibes Festival.
Yo,
It's,
it's where great minds come together.
it is.
Right.
I mean, if you know, sorry, who write this for me? Uncle want to asking what is the Good Vibes Festival? Hey, screw the writers.
Uncle
I'm
want
not
to
that
asking.
bad. Do you know what's Good Vibes Festival?
Yeah.
Who don't know what Good Vibes Festival is?
Now, for everyone who doesn't know, Good Vibes Festival is
Who-
a music festival that happens in Malaysia. Used to be an annual event, but obviously with COVID, everything kind of went on ice for a bit. But now it's back for its 10-year anniversary,
10 years.
and it is expensive as hell.
That's the line. That's the
Yes,
big
that's
thing,
the-
right?
That's the crux.
So just for you
Proxila.
guys, let's do a bit of nice stuff first, lah. Okay, we don't talk about price. The people coming in for Sepang Good Vibes, the Strokes, the 1975, the Kid Laroi.
Damn, this is a mad lineup.
I don't know. The bad thing about this is I only know his song with Justin Bieber.
And that wasn't even.
That's the Kid Laroi.
That's him.
That's him.
No way. Yeah, it is.
And
it
he
is,
call me
it is,
uncle.
It is.
Hey, screw all
Oh,
your.
yeah.
Screw all your.
I saw a
screw
video.
You. No,
I
not-
saw
no,
a
it's cool.
video, right, of a brand launch, and Leroy was sitting down on a chair singing that, right? And then Bieber was off stage holding the stair rail, and he was just singing his entire part off stage.
Why?
Because he was like in his artistic moment.
You don't want to go on
And then
stage.
I could see so clearly the organizers and the brand people behind. Because we do this, we know what people look like. They were all just whispering to each other, they're like, does he want to go up there?
But
Like,
because
what's happening?
Justin Bieber got condition.
Who knows at this point?
I know.
What condition?
He told me that he has like paralysis of the face.
No, he's okay already. He's okay. He's out and touring already.
Yeah, but his face is not
Touring. I don't understand.
moving.
It is. He was okay. Because
he-
after that, he came out onto stage. After he
Oh,
finished his
I see,
chorus,
I see.
he came out and then Leroy was like,
Oh, I see.
was
I see.
awkward
I'm
lah.
just trying to
It's
be
really
sensitive and just in
to
case he had an
his
episode.
face.
Like he.
No, he was in his artistic moment. When you get to a level like Bieber or GD or Rihanna,
You
right?
have
Or
artistic-
Beyonce,
artistic
you can do literally anything you want.
Artistic
And
moments.
people were like, oh, it's an artistic thing. Look at Kanye, he's been rampant for how many years? No one said anything. Until recently.
I dare to say a lot of people have been saying a lot of things for a lot of years.
yeah.
But
Some
he
people are not
really-
even artists.
He really don't care.
Yeah. But back to Good Vibes Festival, right?
Kid Leroy.
It's gonna be there.
Yeah. So
who else?
there's a lot of other people as well, which obviously I'm not cool enough to know.
Yeah.
But there is like 1, 2, 3,
It's
4,
big lah.
5, 6, 7. Anderson Park is coming as well.
Okay,
1,
I
2,
would
3,
go.
4, 5, 6,
I will
7,
go
8,
for
9,
Mr.
10.
Park.
There's 10
He's
other
so
artists.
good.
All right. But also, there is like Luna Dira.
Oh.
There's Bling. My blank. Alice is
man,
going. Talita, Jovin, Emo Night KL, and Friends. Like, why did they
Is
put
Dola
that and
going?
Friends so small?
The question is Dola going?
No, Dola in here.
Nah, they're not announced yet.
The
Sure, they're
Filter
gonna come
J.
out.
So there is like this whole bunch. And apparently it's a strong lineup.
It's damn strong.
It's the 1975 and the
Yeah.
Strokes, right? The Strokes.
That's mad.
That's strong. But people not happy because tickets are starting from 788 ringgit.
Okay. I think it's important to look
At what?
at previous price points
Okay.
first.
So we're going to skip over all this stuff that Vivian and Bella wrote. We're just going to go to the previous price points.
We'll look at previous price points
Okay.
first. Yeah.
Previously, 2019, 2 days in Genting,
Okay. Yeah. How much is that one?
$195 a day.
So that's $400 ah.
Is it a day or 2 days? Or 1 day for 2 days, is
It's
it?
2 days on that one.
So basically, the ticket prices here, let's say we assume that, let's just assume the worst, okay? Let's say 1 day is 200 ringgit.
Yeah.
Now,
No, but 2019, right? That one.
yeah.
Daniel Caesar.
Was it Daniel Caesar?
Yeah, it was Daniel Caesar. I
There
think.
was Lord. I think.
Dean was
Lorde.
there.
Yeah,
As
Dean.
You,
Lord.
Yuna was there.
well. Yuna was there.
So technically, that's quite big as well.
It was the R&B
R&B, good vibes.
R&B vibes.
So it was, this prices here is like 195 for 2 days in
200,
Genting.
400. Okay.
That means it's over the span of 2 days, it's only going to cost you 195 ringgit. And now over the span of 3 days, it costs 788 ringgit for a general phase 1 pass. Not including,
So
That-
$800.
yeah, so phase 1,
3 days, still about $200 a day.
that's a 3-day pass.
$250 a day?
But I think they're just milking it because there's a phase 2, which is 888 ringgit. A
Why?
phase 3, 988 ringgit. And a VIP pass that goes for 1,388 ringgit.
Am I eating breakfast with 1975?
I really-
what's happening there?
So, I VIP gives you perks. Entry lane to the festival, a VIP entry lane.
Yeah.
So I guess you don't need to line up and sit down on the floor like everyone.
Because it's big this year. It's
Yeah,
at Sepang.
VIP decks. So each main stage, you have a raised viewing platform and you have VIP bars.
Nice.
Right? So, to be honest, it does seem like the average per day ticket is the same,
$300.
but including inflation over the years,
Yeah.
people are still unhappy because they just increase the price.
Is there an option to buy like just 1 day tickets? No option. Okay,
No, that's a problem.
I
Yes.
see where the unhappiness
correct.
stems
So
from.
that's the problem. People have to buy in phases that start at the lowest point.
Okay,
800
from a
ringgit.
business point of view, it does make sense not to give people that option because
Yeah.
people will only come for the big days, right? So then your sideline events.
That is very true.
Right? So it's not fair to everyone else.
Yeah, you need to spread it so that
Yeah.
people come for everything.
That
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I'm looking at the 2019 one right now. That's a pretty big lineup. Joji was here as well.
Yeah.
Among them. I would say that they have just as many or if not more artists performing. But yeah, the price gap is 195 to today,
Okay,
which
so
is the bundle.
so now it's 788 divided by 3.
I mean, our good writers over here
262.
also give a great comparison. Born Pink World Tour,
Okay.
Kuala Lumpur,
Yeah.
Blackpink in your area.
Yes.
They also compared it because, Blackpink's Cat 1 package, Category 1 package is 1,005. All right?
Yeah.
The VIP soundcheck package is 1.8, which
1.8.
is literally just $500 more than the best ticket in
Yeah.
Good Vibes.
And Blackpink is 3 hours concert.
3 hours concert.
2.5 to 3.
That's true. So
Right?
you see, there's a lot of random comparisons. I'm just going to say, I'm not taking any sides here
Yeah.
because I feel like everyone's comparing it to like different things.
Yeah.
So side thought, our writers side thought, isn't it crazy that K-pop fans pay the same amount just to watch one act for 3 hours?
Yeah.
Compared to people who are getting a buffet of artists
Over 3 days.
over 3 days. You're paying for a 3-day festival. But people are apparently not happy because they only see the price jump from 200 something
Yeah.
to 800 something.
People will only use C price jump.
But I guess you're right. It's business. They're not selling per day. They're
Yeah.
selling 3 days because they want. And I think maybe my opinion is they want to help the other acts being seen.
I agree.
I think it's a
agree.
good thing to have other artists be seen.
Yeah.
And also for a business, I would say that you want to make sure that every day is like there is a reason to go every day. The perks, you have a VIP bar, you have water.
Oh, wow.
Do we need to pay at the VIP bars? Do we know?
Need,
Or is it free
need.
flow?
Still need
I think
one.
it's okay, you got to pay. But yeah, so there's been comparisons, there's been unhappiness. Do you think the price is justified? Do you think this is a good
I've been
price?
to K-pop concerts, so to me, this is like, what you're complaining? I don't understand.
Okay.
I really don't understand.
I really feel like a different world.
Yeah.
Right? The K-pop fans, right, they will pay anything one. Like what's the most expensive you have paid for tickets, K-pop?
J-Wang, how much? Yeah.
Cat 2. So that's like the third layer, right? From the stage. That's $500 for 3 hours, right? Not even 1 day, right? You could have gone for 2 Good Vibes days.
Yeah, you really could have.
But that's a commitment.
That's
But
good.
then again, you see, with Jackson, I'm getting 3 hours
Of just
like,
Of his sweat just
of
in your
like,
face.
Of like my main favorite artist lah. Whereas
That's
if I go to
true.
a festival, if I only know one person, then
That
it's
is
like
true.
but I still want to see him. Then it's like no worth to like
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's
spend
true.
700 plus.
That's true.
Agreed.
But I guess that is the approach for a festival. A festival, you go with the understanding that you're going to a shopping mall,
Yeah.
right? You're not going to.
It's not just one guy.
One
Yeah,
store.
you cannot think of it that way.
But people are unhappy because 788 is the baseline spending now.
Yeah, yeah.
And people are like arguing, in this economy, can we spend 788?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, when
There'll
the-
be people going. If you don't go, it's okay.
yeah, I
that's
mean,
what I'm saying.
it's also the same people who are like, the next iPhone come out,
I'm still gonna buy.
the next Android come out,
I'm still gonna buy, yeah.
the next PS4 game come out,
Yeah.
no questions asked. I
Yeah.
think it's just a matter of if this is your taste to buy stuff, then just buy. If you don't want to go, no one's forcing you. Is that bad to say?
No, I think it's perfect.
It's the
It's
truth.
correct.
Is the truth.
If you don't like, just don't go. It's okay. No one will scold you.
Interesting question. How many artists should you at least listen to make it worth to attend?
So I think with festivals, right, it's either you are the Spotify playlist, like just open, you just listen to everything, or the thing about festivals is you go with the intention of discovering new music for you to enjoy as well.
It's the
like it
experience.
cannot be pigeonholed to I'm only there for 1975. Then bro, then you are paying $700 for only an hour set maybe.
You're not going for an artist concert.
Yeah.
It's like festival.
Like, okay, for example, right, I'll give you this example. So Crush, if like I until now I still have not seen Crush, and I will pay ridiculous amounts of money to see Crush. But if Crush was gonna go for Good Vibes, and you told me Good Vibes was this price, and Crush slot was gonna be 15 minutes, 20 minutes, as much as I love Crush, I will go.
Because you're focused on Crush.
Yeah, because I follow Crush.
Right.
And right now, I'm not interested in like discovering new music.
Right.
Yeah. So to me, it's like, unless I'm like, you know what, I don't mind. Because also my uncleness is like, I need to go and be in a sea of people. It's going to be hot. It's going to be tons of like, sweat and shit. So personally to me, that's the turn-offs of concerts lah. But if I'm already a concert goer and I don't mind and I want to see new acts and, be a part of the festival, then go lah.
Is it a good metaphor to say like Good Vibes concert, the festival, right? Is the argument is the same, like why my dinner dish is only $20, but my dinner buffet is $120. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
in a dinner
because
buffet,
you still eat the same amount, is it?
Yeah, you still eat the same amount. You only can eat the same amount.
Yeah.
But you have access to so many more dishes.
Yeah.
And you take your own sweet time if you want to eat everything.
The
but
discovery,
you pay the premium of 120 for variety or for eating more. Just like this, I guess. I mean, out of the 120 dishes, I might like only 2.
Wow, actually, maybe the illustration is a bit difficult because
I like to eat.
because buffets, let's say like $120, right?
Yeah.
You go Majestic, right?
Yeah.
But then your favorite thing from
I can eat my favorite dish the whole time.
So
You're
your favorite dish from Majestic is maybe sushi, right? But then you pay $500 for an omakase.
You're right.
You do that because it's specialized. So that's Jackson Wang, right?
Yeah, like if Caleb goes for a $120 buffet, he just eat jelly. Or
Yeah,
pizza.
that's scale up.
Like he just loads up 2 plates of jelly.
Some people just like the variety, and I think if you like it, go for the festival. If you don't, shut F up.
Yeah, you know who didn't shut the F up though?
Who?
This guy, shout out to Abang
Shit,
Police
it's
though.
crazy. What the transitions are crazy today.
He did not. He stole something and just went to eat in the coffee shop. So,
wait, what?
He stole something and just went to a coffee shop to eat.
I mean,
People usually go home
in
and
the
hide.
words of Caleb, bitches gotta eat.
I mean, let's just send you guys off on a great week with this final story. Shout out Abang Police, shout out to Apple.
Police.
If you guys haven't already heard, a man managed to track down the culprit who stole his belongings from his car in Subang Jaya. It's always in Subang Jaya.
I've
heard so many
Kota Damansara is rampant with
Also,
crime.
that's true. Okay, so
But my
if you're-
friend did get diragut in Subang. My friend is
you
in this
just
room.
challenge your own point.
My friend is in the room.
Oh, yes, that's right. Sorry.
From Azra.
Okay, so basically, here's the story, right? Arvind Taran, which has very, very generously explained his story, he explained that his MacBook Pros, iPad, watch were all taken from his car. He managed to track down these men within an hour after his car was broken into, and adding that they were happily chilling in a coffee shop in Sri Petaling.
Love it.
He resorted to using Find My Device app, which I want to say is a freaking
freaking
genius lifesaver.
Yeah.
After CCTV footage failed to show what happened to his car, he drove to the nearest police station, requested immediate help. Abang Police responded. They reached the shop, had a plan. The cops advised him to look for the man first, see if he can spot him. And then after spotted the man, he said they went closer to confirm and said the culprit, to confirm the culprit while he pretended to order food. And then the officers, dressed in plain clothes, just swooped in, arrested all of them, and added that one of them had 16 records of multiple car break-ins. And that is the story about how technology found technology.
Damn.
My gosh. Yeah,
Damn.
We just saw the videos just now. Again,
It's quite cool. We will put the links in the YouTube description. I guess.
I'm just saying, use Find My Device, guys. Just want to put
It's
it
so
there.
cool. But also props to Abang for not brushing their guy off.
Yeah,
I feel like that could have happened.
usually they just like
Like you pergi settle sendiri lah.
yeah, I want to know, like Abang Police, like what made this case different? What made you guys different? I need to know this.
I think it's because the abang was like in for some action. He was like, oh, we you know where he is? Let's go bust him up. I feel like that could be the incentive,
Because really they will say like, hey, you file report
Because
lah.
I would have done it with my I would call boys on. I would like, hey, let's go. I wouldn't go to the police because technically,
Hey, they really okay, actually, to be fair, right? This is one of the rare times I'm like, oh, they really up and go. Usually they were like, no, you fill in the form, you make a report first, and then we will try to find.
maybe still got.
Maybe he told him that, hey, I got the
It's
location.
now. Yeah. The time is now.
Yeah,
The time has come.
I just like the fact that they put in some discussion points. Yes.
Okay.
How is a person with 16 car break-in records just chilling in the cafe?
He's
He think he's good lah.
Let's try to put ourselves in the minds of the criminals. Yeah.
Sure. He got away for 16 times.
Yes.
He got away
I was just
16
gonna
times.
say, I'm still out and about.
Yeah.
They're not gonna catch me.
Yeah.
Not this time.
I
Not
guess
this small one.
he, too confident.
Too confident.
Sepandai-pandai tupai.
Tupai melompat akhirnya makan berak juga.
Is it tinggi tupai melompat?
Pandai actually.
Pandai tinggi tupai melompat.
No.
Akhirnya
Makan berak.
makan berak juga.
Yeah.
Abang, this
Translation to that is as clever as a squirrel parkours,
jumps,
it will eat shit in the end.
eat food, eat dirt.
My favorite part of the video, and you're gonna watch this video because there's two videos in it, right? The first video is of this. To describe
They're
it to you.
They're swooping in.
The,
First
yeah,
video.
the abang walks and then the camera follows behind the police, and then the police just puts his hand nicely on the guy's shoulder. Yeah, and then starts patting him, and they're like, so obviously like the guy the perpetrator was like, what's going on, right?
Yeah.
And then they pull his arms behind.
Yeah.
Cut to the next video. He's slapping on handcuffs,
Full on.
and his friend, like the
Holding
guy
at the
next to
neck.
him, yeah, the guy next to him,
Just exclaims.
I love it.
It's like he just stole some shit.
Yeah.
And he called this guy, hey, what I'm not.
Yeah,
And the poor guy just came out like, hey, what happened?
yeah.
I
Or
just-
collaborator. We don't know. we
Oh
don't know. We
my
don't know.
God, man.
We'll wait to find out more. I love these kind of things. We
That's
need
a-
more of it.
That's the story. It had a happy ending.
Yeah,
Setinggi-tinggi tupai melompat, akhirnya makan berak.
You're just changing all the time.
Just setinggi tupai memberak. I just want to say to everyone, and there's been an insane loyal following for the podcast, right?
Yeah.
We love you guys so much.
But we also feel bad.
We want to do something better for you guys.
Please.
So please stay tuned.
Yeah. It's coming.
Setinggi-tinggi tupai melompat, akhirnya akan terbang juga.
This week's song recommendation is from a good artist. Her name's Lee. She's from Singapore. And she recently launched a brand new single.
What?
This one's called Superhuman. And it sounds like this. Her vocals are clean as heck, man. This girl is talented. Go check it out if you need some uplifting music when you feel you're not there. Oh my goodness. I'm just talking over this because I don't want a copyright strike again.
That's true.
So we gotta keep it going. Thank you,
Skip,
Lee.
skip.
Go check it out on her socials
Hey.
and music streaming platforms. Wow!
That means
Wow.
setinggi-tinggi
No, we're over that already.
tupai.
If you guys want to get caught up with all the latest episodes on Takeaway and Table Talk and all the shows on Takeaway, check us out on YouTube, on Spotify, Apple
And-
Podcasts, and the likes.
TikTok, guys. TikTok's where the fun begins
Hey,
as
yeah,
well.
man, we're going crazy with TikTok. So jump on the train if you haven't already.
The takeaway table.
I feel like we are the ones who are late to it, but it's okay.
Better late than never.
Bella, Vivian, any last words to our friends and Fremlins?
I don't know what happened to this episode, but fighting!
Yeah, let's go. All right, join the Discord community server if you haven't. It's all right if you don't, because we're doing on ground stuff already, guys.
Yes.
You better get involved, get locked in. We also have a very special Telegram bubble.
We do.
It's not us, but I want to shout it out because I feel like you guys might want to stay updated with the things that we do.
Okay.
It's called. Actually, I don't even know how to share this with people.
We have to
The
put a
link-
link somewhere.
put a link,
we have
yeah,
to put a link somewhere.
So for everyone who doesn't know, the Takeaway Table, the Table Talk, and all the shows under, they're all actually
Run by the team.
by the bigger entity called Blank Slate. So
Yes.
Blank Slate is our creative consulting agency.
Yes.
We do a bunch of work for people, and we actually have started a Telegram community group
Yes.
for Blank Slate. So if you want to get involved to see what we're doing all across the different products that we're offering, the services, the on-ground events, the community events that we're having. We actually have one coming up next week, which we'll talk about maybe in the podcast next week. Check us out. Hit the description below and you can find the URL to join the group.
Yep. We'll be building new shows, guys. I just want to, again, thank everyone who's been listening into the podcast.
Yeah.
I think it's spurred from a place where we just wanted to be in this podcast scene. And I think it became a project that was probably one of the most consistent projects we've ever done.
Yeah.
But we want to take it up.
Ever.
We want to take it up a notch. We want to go back to making some shows. Thank you so much, guys. You've seen some changes here and there, but hey, the only way you're going to find out is follow us up. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great week. Peace.